What is up, everybody? It's CJ Plays here, and I'm back with another Sims 3 video, and today I thought we would furnish another bad EA house. Now, this is the shotgun style house from the base game, and honestly, y'all, this house is kind of sad. Like, what was EA thinking? Like, honestly, y'all, it's really just a box with a roof. Like, that's pretty much it. There's no shape, there's no dimension. It kind of looks like one of the houses that people make in The Sims when they don't really know how to build. They just kind of drag out a box. Like, that's kind of how it was when I started building. So, I can definitely relate, but I feel like this house could definitely use some work. Now, on the inside of the house, it's not horrible. Like, I don't really mind the furnishing that much. The mint green wall is okay. A lot of these items, however, could probably be deleted or changed. For example, this love seat right here is kind of expensive. Same thing with the chair. I don't really understand why this room has a desk with no computer. And there's kind of some expensive trees in the yard that we can kind of delete. So I'm gonna definitely try my best to furnish this house and try to make it look a little bit better. So the first thing that I want to do is get rid of some of these like shrubs and plants and stuff like that out in front. I don't really think that we really need them that much. Like, these plants, y'all, are super nice, but we don't really need them. Oh my gosh, y'all, they ended up putting like a little piece of green carpet down here by the front door. Yeah, that's gotta go. We can also delete some of these shrubs. Maybe we can delete the trees. I think I'm gonna delete every tree on the lot just until I can figure out how much money we'll have left over. I would rather the house look really nice on the inside versus, having trees in the yard and the house not look that nice. I also want to give the house a little bit of dimension, so I think I might make like a small bump out, like maybe like right here in this little area. I'm probably gonna delete some of these windows as well to try to get some that's a little bit better. But the main thing is to try to give this house a little bit of shape. Because, like, yo, this house was looking really flat. And sometimes when you give a house a little bit of shape or a little bit of dimension, it can really do wonders for it. So I'm just going to maybe make the pitch go up a little bit, kind of like that, just to kind of make the house look a little bit more interesting. The next thing that I want to do is change the wallpaper. It's not horrible. Like, it's wood paneling, it's whatever. But I really want to get some siding on the house. I think I want to use this one, just to kind of give the house, some better wallpaper. But let's go ahead and open up the house for a second, y'all, because we're going to have to do some changes in here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is probably delete this love seat, this chair. It's kind of expensive and we really don't need it. We could also get rid of the desk over here in the back room. And maybe I can delete this chair right here. That's like 40 simoleons. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep the rest of the stuff. Like I said, the house isn't horrible, but I definitely want to do a lot of recoloring in here. But let's go ahead and start on this little living room section. Also, I do want to get some better windows. Let me try to get back to the basic windows. These are like the ones from the base game. They're a little expensive, but I think they would let in a lot of light in the house. Maybe I might keep that small window right there, but I really want to let in some more light in the house if I can help it. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to replace this floor with a free version of itself. So let me explain really quick. So you have these floors right here in the game that are literally free, like they're called 0 simoleons. So what I'm going to do is get one of these. I'm going to put it out in the front yard. So what I'm going to do next is get the creator style tool, and I'm going to just click on the old floorboard. And then what I'm going to do now is just drag the little tab right here, and I'm just going to drag it over on this wallpaper down here. And that way we can use the same wallpaper, but it will just be free, so it'll give us a lot of money back. And I think that's like a really good way to get around the system. And now all I have to do is just go ahead and get the eyedropper tool and just drag it down over here. It is a little bit darker, but it actually saves us a lot of money. As you can see, before the house was like 15,000 simoleons. Now it's back down to 14,000, so it makes the house a little bit cheaper. So now let's go ahead and move back onto the inside of the house because it really needs some work, y'all. Like, I think what I want to do, I would love to close this off. Maybe I can make this into like a room or something. But for right now, I think I'm going to open up this space. If we have money left over, maybe I can make this into a room or something. But what I want to do now is maybe get a different wallpaper in here. I don't really mind the color of it, but maybe I can get a wallpaper with like a border or something so it can kind of like have some more colors in here. So I'm thinking maybe we can use one like this. It's a little expensive, I know. It is kind of similar to the one that was there before. As you can see, it's kind of like a similar color. However, you have more colors, like you have the brown and the white and stuff like that. So I think it'll add a little bit more color in here. Next up, I want to go over here to this lamp and I want to recolor this because I think I'm going to reuse this one. I think maybe I'll just go and use one of the default swatches for it. Next up, I want to use this love seat from the base game. I think I'm going to get 2 of them, and I kind of want to get a TV too. So maybe I can get a TV and put it over here in this little area. Maybe I can put it like at an angle. That way both Sims can kind of watch it, and it can kind of fill in a little bit of space in here. And I think I might make these white. I think I have a saved color for it. I honestly think this looks a lot better in white, so we're going to just use the white swatch on it. And it kind of matches a little bit with the wallpaper, so I think that's like an added bonus. Maybe what I could do is make this a little bit darker, maybe. maybe like something like that to kind of add a little bit more color in here. Maybe I can make this like a little bit darker, something like that, you know? And also too, do we really need a house phone? I don't really think we do. I might sell that, I don't know. But anyway, let's maybe move on to this bathroom for a second, because this wallpaper and floor, y'all, it's not doing it for me. I'm sorry. I don't really like the pink or like the burgundy color. It's not my favorite. So I think what I want to do is maybe make it white in here. Or honestly, I could go for a stone like this where it has a little bit of color in it. Maybe I might go for something like this for right now. But next, let's go ahead and recolor the appliances in here, y'all. It's like a yellowy color and it's not my favorite. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and recolor all of these. I probably will also get rid of the sconce. I mean, it's cute, but I don't really think we need it in here. And also, let's go ahead and move the toilet paper over, because like in real life, y'all, you would have to stretch to reach the toilet paper. Let's just move everything over a tile. Maybe we can get rid of the sconce. I am going to use some debug lights in a little bit, so that should help the room be a little bit brighter. And next up, we're going to change this floor. That floor, y'all, is just not doing it for me, so I kind of want to use the same one, but maybe make it a different color. Let me bring the walls down for a second just to see how this would actually look. I don't know. I don't think that looks a lot better. Maybe we can change the color of this a little bit to maybe have like a gray color. Maybe we could do something like that for the bathroom. Maybe we can recolor the doors to kind of look like this, where it can kind of match the wallpaper a little bit. So we have the living room and the bathroom pretty much done. Let's go ahead and move on to this little area. So the first thing that I think I'm going to change is probably this bookshelf. I am going to keep it, but I think I might just move it down this way. And I do also want to recolor it. I think I might actually make it like a brown color, maybe like a brown kind of like this to kind of add some more color in the house. Maybe we'll like rotate the table over here kind of like by the kitchen. I kind of also want to change the color of the appliances in the kitchen, y'all, because like the color is not really doing it for me. Let's make them white. Honestly, can we like make them the same shade of white? That would look a lot better in my opinion. I kind of want to make the floor like a white color. Let's see how that will look in white. I think the floor in the kitchen looks a lot better just being all white, so I think we'll keep it like that. Also, I do want to change the color of the countertop. Maybe just the top part. I do like that green. I'm not gonna lie, the green is kind of cool. But maybe we can change this to be like a white or like maybe like a gray kind of color. And then we can also change the sink because that needs to be white too. Maybe I can put a chair over here in the little corner, just so you can have like a little extra chair or something. Maybe I'll put like a plant over here too, just to kind of fill in some space. But we can also make that one white. And then maybe I can get like a plant or something. I don't know, y'all. We're kind of running low on money now. Maybe I can just put this plant over here in the corner. And then maybe I can get like another one probably and just put it like here. Yeah, that looks okay, I think. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move on to the bedrooms because we got our work cut out for us. Maybe we can start off with the smaller room first. Maybe we can get rid of this lamp for one, because like, why do we have a lamp in there? I don't really understand. This bedroom kind of doesn't have anything in it. I really want to change the color of the wallpaper in here. Maybe we can make this, I don't know, like a blue or something. I also want to use some debug lights. All right, so if you turn testing sheets enabled on and you go ahead and do buy debug on, you'll get access to like a new catalog of items kind of. And these are like debug items, so you don't normally see these like in the buy catalog, but I like to use debug lights because they kind of make the house a little bit brighter and they're completely free. So I think I'm gonna actually use a couple of these out here, maybe like in the living room a little bit, maybe in the bathroom, just to kind of brighten up the space a little bit. Let's go ahead and move back onto this bed though. So maybe I can recolor this to kind of match the wallpaper a little bit. I'm thinking like a blue bed sheet or something, and I really want to get like a nightstand or something beside the bed. We have this one that's 75 simoleons, or we could also just use that one. Honestly, how much is this one worth? This one is cheaper. This is 45 simoleons. We might have to reuse this, and then maybe we can just recolor it to kind of match the bed. Maybe we can also make this into like a kid's room or something. We can give them like a toy box. Next, I'm gonna recolor the carpet just a little bit to kind of make it white. I think that could look really cool. Or honestly, what if I were to make it like a blue? Like a little bit of slight shade of blue. I think that looks a lot better. Okay, let's move on to this bigger bedroom. I guess this could be like a parent's bedroom. For one, the bed pattern has got to go, y'all. It is not doing anything for me, and I don't really like the way that it looks. So we're gonna try to find something a little bit more neutral. Maybe a color like that would be kind of cool. And next up, if we're gonna keep the lamp, I really want to recolor it. So we can make it blue to kind of match with the bed a little bit. And then I do want to change this wallpaper. Why don't we maybe make the top part like a white, and maybe we can make the bottom part kind of like this, where it's like a little blue, maybe? Or honestly, no, what if I just make it brown? I think this looks a little bit better in my opinion. And I also want to change the color of the carpet. Maybe we can go for like a gray carpet in here. I don't think that looks as bad. If that's the case, let me recolor the dresser a little bit too, and then we can also recolor this table right here to kind of match it. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better, but I think that's probably it for the back room. I also noticed how this house has a really nice stove that's like 600 simoleons. The regular base game stove is like 400, and I'm really debating on whether or not I want to delete it, because like if I was to delete it, y'all, we could get some more like decorations for the kids room, because it's looking really sad in there. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to the outside of the house, because I do maybe want to change the color of it. Maybe we can make the house like a lime green or something, since the inside is kind of like a lime green. So next up, I want to change the roof. Maybe I might just go for a color like this, or maybe like a black kind of color. I think the black might look a little bit better. I also did see a couple of shrubs back here, y'all. I'm gonna delete these really quick. Because listen, we kind of need some more money, and we do have to landscape this house. Now, this house has a lot of space, so I guess as you play and you need more space and stuff like that, you could definitely build more onto this house. But I really want to be resourceful, and I think what I'm going to do first is try to use the money to get some shrubs, because there are like these base game shrubs that are like 1 simoleon each. We could use these. I could also use some of these low-lying plants out in the front. They're like 20 simoleons a piece. That's a little expensive, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. And then what I want to do next is try to get enough money for a tree. So maybe we can try to find one that's really cheap. Y'all, I really want to use this tree. I think I might just get rid of this stove and just use the cheap one from the base game, because then it gives us a lot more money to play around with. Maybe I can move this tree like over here. Kind of buy it, kind of like that. And how much would another one cost? They're like 125 a piece. I would love to have 2, but I think I want to use the rest of the money to go back on the inside of the house and maybe give that kids room something. I could also, y'all, get rid of this light, and we'll have like a little extra money. So maybe I can use the rest of the money to maybe give like a painting or something in his kids room, because it is really empty. Maybe we can use one of these posters in here. Next up, I'm just filling up some of this space with some terrain paint, just so it won't be so empty in the yard. Since we have a little bit of money left, I kind of want to use these little end pieces to kind of give the build a little bit of dimension. So I'm just going to put some of these at the ends of the build, and then I'm going to recolor them. But on that note, y'all, I think I'm pretty much done with this house. I really like how it turned out, and I think it looks a lot better than it did at first. If you want this house to play in, I will leave a link down below so you can download it. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. Follow me over on Twitch, where I stream a lot more The Sims, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching!